Welcome back, everybody, to another Fallout video. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about the new spring cleaning event. This is week 1, and I'm going to be showing you how to do this in the quickest, most efficient way possible. I think I knocked this out in less than 30 minutes flat. So let's jump right into it. I'm going to be showing you how to gather all of these items. Basically, we're going to be running around the wasteland and cleaning up junk and creatures. So let's get started. First up, let's check out our list really quick. We do need to equip this skin for our Pip-Boy, and that is found in the item shop right now, and it is free. All you have to do is go ahead and equip that skin, and then we're going to knock out these lower tiered ones. That's just gathering junk around the wasteland, and I'll be showing you where to go and get these items fairly easily. But let's go ahead and apply our Abraxo skin on our Pip-Boy really quickly. It just takes 2 lead, and there she is, and I think it matches my outfit perfectly, so I'm pleased with that. Now we're going to be heading up to Aaronholt Homestead to kill some bugs. We're looking for these bloat flies, which also give these glands, and then these blood bugs, because we're going to be breaking them down to create acid. Each one of these gives 2 acid, and that's what we're going to be farming. This farm here has a lot of bugs, and if you kill all of them, we'll almost meet our quota, which we need. And because I run a perk that allows me to hear bobbleheads, this was pretty worth it to me because there was indeed a bobblehead that spawned in here. So this was a pretty lucky find, and a power armor set. So good little find here. Make sure you check inside of here. If you don't run the bobblehead perk, this is a spawn location. Moving on our list, we're going to be going farming for more blood bugs because we didn't quite meet our quota, and the next location is the Cranberry bog. I hate this area. I don't know why. It's a little creepy to me, but there are a lot of blood bugs up here. This is another farm up here for bugs in general, and our second location will meet our quota for what we need to farm enough acid. Only 2 locations here, and we are through with this part of our list. Now, because I have the butterfly sanctuary, this is a nice little hack. This is in the atomic shop. If you didn't know, this farms waste acid, and if you don't want to go hunt for bugs, if you have this, you can just simply walk up to this, grab your waste acid that this produces, and you will simply finish the mission and not have to hunt the bugs. Okay, moving on to fertilizer. I just like to make a trip to all the little farm locations. Anytime that I am traveling around the map, I will just go find all of the farms and simply travel there, go straight to the gardens, and bada bing, bada boom, there are always fertilizers. And then because I always have meat or vegetables on me when I'm running around, they will always spoil, and then I can break them down into fertilizer. And if you have enough of that on you, you will probably have enough to complete this mission almost immediately. If not, maybe save this one to the end, and by the time that you are done with all the other ones in this list, everything will be spoiled and you will be ready to complete this one. Or just break down your bags. This gives you 4 fertilizers apiece. This farm also has a lot of fertilizer at it. It's probably the one that has the most. If you just run right behind here, scorched are here. Keep that in mind. They're usually in the barn behind it. But I just like to sneak to the side. I'll maybe pick some vegetables while I'm here, let them spoil if I don't have enough. But I just run straight to this little shack where there's a couple benches here, and there's a bunch of fertilizer in this little building to the side. And you will complete this mission almost immediately by the time you break down these bags. And that is it for this part of it. Okay, now on to the juiciest part of it. This place, we can knock out a couple of them at once. We are at the Whitesprings Resort, the golf course, and I just like to go to the main entrance, go behind the building where the parking lot is, kind of swing to the right so you can avoid most of the ghouls that are here, and go straight to the back side of the building. There is a maintenance building, I would say, if you keep the parking lot to the behind you, and then there's this red building here. We're going to be going into this maintenance area, and we're going to be going into the laundromat. And that is where all the Abraxo is, as well as some brooms and some bars of soap, which we also need. Sometimes things will spawn in these side buildings, so keep that in mind. But right into this building here, we can find all the Abraxo that we will need. All of the boxes that you will need are in this room alone. So just keep that in mind. Some of them will be on the floor. Always check your washer and dryers for caps. That's like a little hint. Sometimes the Abraxo will be on the floor. I found them in random locations. I always check all of these rooms, but do keep in mind that you're going to need brooms. So pick those up while you see them, and check on the outsides of the building. And then, like I said, we will be needing bars of soap. Not all of the bars of soap that we will need are going to be in this area, but pick up the ones that you see here so you will have those ready to go for the next part of the mission. All right, and to get our last broom that we will need, we're just going to head through here, this little tunnel here that'll lead us up to this set of stairs. And we'll take a left up the stairs, and the broom will be right here. Okay, to finish up the junk items, we're going to be getting an enormous amount of soap. As weird as that sounds, this is a great location to keep in mind because soap is pretty beneficial for a lot of reasons. This place is right outside of Camp McClintock, and you're going to be looking for the third pillar. Right under the B is how I like to line it up. And right in the middle will be a bathtub with this gentleman that had an unfortunate bath. And you can just load up on soap here. Now, soap breaks down into oil, which is highly beneficial for a lot of recipes, and just collect all of the soap that you would like. All right, let's kill a alien, shall we? Now, I find aliens spawn in this area all of the time, and sure enough, here is one now. The thing that frustrated me the most about this was it didn't give me credit immediately. It took it a minute. Now, you know, it's Fallout, okay? There are glitches, there are problems here and there. But by the time I was done with the list, it did give me credit. And I stayed around this area and hunted more aliens just to be sure. It drove me a little insane. So let me know if you had that issue as well. I went through a lot of fuel trying to figure out if it was me or if it was the game. And at the end of it, it was the game. But I did get my credit at the end of this. I killed a lot of aliens with fuel. All right, so we're going to kill a lesser devil now. Now in Atlantic City, there are 2 lesser devils that spawn on top of Quentinos. Right here. This is the location. As soon as you go into Atlantic City, it is literally right here. We're going to go to the roof. All you have to do is walk up this little ramp here, and 2 spawn here. So handy. It's like they want you to come up here and kill them, and you'll go right around the corner and they'll just be right back here for you, and it'll be incredibly easy. You'll just kill them after you reload, of course, and you'll be done. All right, and we have finished our week 1 of the spring cleaning event. Pretty easy, hopefully, for you. That took me less than 30 minutes. Let's be honest. That was not too bad. And moving into week 2, what do we have to look forward to? Well, we are again faced with 7 different challenges. Collect a plunger, collect toilet paper, scrap junk to create ceramic, scrap junk to create plastic, kill an overgrown, which you can also find here in Atlantic City. I mean, almost immediately when you get to Atlantic City, they're everywhere. Kill a snallygaster, which I believe 3 or 4 of them spawn at Toxic Larry's Meet and Go. There's a bunch of them at the flooded train yard. Scrap a Catch the Kami board game with the Abraxo Pip-Boy skin. So if you find one, have it ready to go. Now, after successfully completing all of the challenges, you will be rewarded with the RIP Daring Bin. So, a fun little event going into spring, which a lot of us will be doing some spring cleaning to get us in the mood, I guess. I'd rather be cleaning my in-game house than my IRL house. But I guess that's beside the point. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit that like or subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one.